Hello, my name is German Azurin, and this is Period 2 IB English, The Blue Boy. This is a context analysis presentation, so so um, we will start this in 3, 2, 1, go. To start things off, I will give you a brief overview of the artist's life. What is the artistic movement you see here in this painting? Historical background, the cultural context and impact used to find the painting, and what allusions you can see in order to refer to, the sources an author, the artist might need, and where can you see this painting today. And finally, I'll show you all my sources used to create this presentation for you guys. To start things off, I'll give you the life of the main artist who created this wonderful masterpiece, Thomas Gainsborough. Thomas Gainsborough loved painting, and it was one of his most favorite hobbies, because most of his works are in the Rococo movement, and art is a passion he longed to endure during this time period. The Rococo movement, or the period in this case, is the artistic movement behind this painting, because in the Rococo movement, Trapasso defined it with soft colors and curvy lines, and depicts scenes of love, nature, amorous encounters, lighthearted entertainment, and youth. The Blue Boy, for example, uses the soft colors, and it makes everything smooth. The painting looks smooth with it. It brings in the nature of the painting and gives out a history of it and a deeper meaning towards that, because people would have people who greatly appreciate art would definitely have a huge understanding for Rococo art, especially the Blue Boy, and also this painting, the La Coquette Fixie. La Coquette Fixie is another example of Rococo art because, like the Blue Boy, it uses soft and smooth colors, smooth. To get it like smooth, because it rounds out the thin brushstrokes. Instead of thick brushstrokes, it would use thin, light brushstrokes in order to give the painting balance and also like not mess everything up. Because if it was a thick brushstroke, everything would be dark and it would not be pretty. The painting would not come out pretty, and that would not be good. Historical background. Rococo used, not Rococo. Thomas Gainsborough. He used he drew his historical background from using the main clothing the boy used, and it looks like a merchant's son. It is a merchant's son, or the clothing resembles being royal in a main family. At this time in history, during the making of this painting, kings and queens were ruling left and right, and the feudal period was just ending, meaning that there is power in society, and trade and power in society. There we go. And the clothing, you can kind of see it, but it's made of silk. Silk is used for free trade and competition, and at this time, the Silk Road was still very popular because people have been using it to make fine pieces of clothing and fine silk wires. And the clothing is made purely of silk. So Thomas Gainsborough would have to spend much of his money to buy that silk and add it to the clothes in order to draw the boy. To give a bit of other cultural context, in that time, the Enlightenment was still occurring, and where art and philosophy intertwined to create meaning with each other. And Gainsborough used both of those aspects to make this. And they're also both used in the Rococo movement, because soft colors represent like the warmth and the mood and the feel. And Gainsborough had a philosophy in him, meaning that if he draws this out, it'll create a balance and a sense of like nature for kings and queens alike, for royalty to prevail. And this is also very prominent in Gainsborough talents in art. And we see allusions here too, referring back to the Enlightenment. This painting refers to that specific time period because Gainsborough had talent, and also fashion remains an important trend in English society because people dress up a lot in England too, right? And also the main color used is blue, of course, or that's why it's called the Blue Boy. I mean, why wouldn't it be called the Red Boy here? The Green Boy. I know, right? Seriously, come on. But yeah, anyway, the Blue Boy uses blue because it is a nice and safe color for Gainsborough to use, and it represents a merchant's son, and it stands out. It shines among the painting for us, and England's culture flourished with that type of clothing of silk, and it gives a nice warm color scheme for not readers but art appreciators to enjoy. Gainsborough would have to use many different types of sources so he can draw the painting in. For example, he need the boy's father so he can draw the boy's the permission of the boy's father, so the artist can draw him in his likeness. Also, the background is an important aspect, a core aspect to draw too, because the boy in blue has a background where full of mountains and trees and valleys and hills. It gives a sense of nature and the artist's appreciation of nature, and it gives like a kind of romantic tone of the appreciation of nature playing a role in both literature and art at the same time. Before we conclude this presentation, you can see this painting now in European art exhibit in the Huntington Library and Garden in Arcata, California. And it is very beautiful there. I recommend you go try and visit there sometime in the summer, because everything is beautiful there, from the Japanese gardens to the European art exhibit where this painting's at, among other thousands of paintings. Yeah, you should go definitely visit this place. I do assure you it'll be worth the time you go there. But anyway, the boy in blue is now in the European art exhibit in the Huntington Library. And now visitors and sightseers can read the captions underneath to learn interesting facts and opinions and information about the painting. To wrap it all up, I have a conclusion for you. The Blue Boy is regarded as a great piece of 18th century art, and it gives the feel of a warm and positive outlook and a positive tone for the artists and people who appreciate art. And the Blue Boy history the Blue Boy's history represents the royalty and the trade of fine products, and we also get to know what cultural values there is to come. And finally, like I said before, I do recommend you check out Huntington Library and Garden. It is beautiful out there. The Blue Boy will be waiting there for you, and you should definitely check it out. Here are all my sources I used for this presentation. And before we end this off, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.